world needs a lot of scientists and engineers, so I'm glad that you are in that profession. I know you work very hard because otherwise you won't even be here. So, I mean, I don't have really much of advice for you at all, but just let me put it this way. It is possible for you to have vision. It is possible for you to have dreams. Make sure that you're dreaming big, because in all honesty, it takes just about same amount of effort to dream big and as it takes to dream small. So might as well dream big. And keep that dream close to your heart, because nobody in this world gets anywhere without having some kind of passion behind their dream. I mean, I could probably tell you I came from a very small town in Uttar Pradesh from a Marwadi family. It is not possible to dream that I would be chancellor of a university, that too in Texas, in such a nice place. As a matter of fact, Texas has 6 chancellors, and Texas has never had a woman chancellor before, so I'm the first one anyway here. But the point I want to make is that I never thought that that's where I will be. And so keep your options open in life, but I did have one dream, and my dream was always that I wanted to get the highest degree possible. I loved always library, I loved education. And I went through completely Hindi medium school in UP because that's all you have. You know, my undergraduate degree had Hindi literature as my subject because that's all you could do. And then I landed here all of a sudden. It was, at that time, it used to be common, not today. Today you will have opportunity to date, you will have opportunity to get to know your partner, you will have opportunity to know if your values are one and the same, but that wasn't the case with me. I got engaged the same day. You know, I met my husband just like the typical things that used to happen. I didn't even know that I was going to get married. I was a teenager. And yet I got married and I landed in this country here with no knowledge of English. I didn't even know what McDonald's was. I was that, because in a small city, you know, you just don't get exposed. But then I wanted to really get education. So one of the things I reminded my husband after 1 month of being in this country, that you said that I can study and I really want to get education. So what about going to Purdue? And you know, that's where he was studying, and I said, that's where I want my degree. So imagine now for a second that I was there wearing my sari, wearing all the symbols of being married, from Mangal Sutra to the, you know, Bichwa and whatever else. And I sat there and my husband translated because I couldn't speak a word of English, couldn't understand anything, and I said, I want really admission. And obviously they weren't going to give me admission. They said, you're just a teenager, you know, you probably should finish your, you know, go for a couple of years for bachelor's. But I was a very stubborn girl all the way throughout my life, and I said, no, I have finished my bachelor's, and I want admission in master's. So you know what they did? Trying to get rid of me because they thought this stubborn girl, you know, she's not leaving our office. So they just decided, they said, I'll let you sit in 2 classes, only sitting, no admission, no promises. Sit in 2 classes, and we'll see how you perform, and then we'll talk. And they gave me just the door, you know, and I walked into those classrooms, and I still remember I couldn't understand anything. I cried, but then I, you know, just worked hard, watched 8 hours of television a day just so I can understand just the English, you know, just the accent, because I did have knowledge of grammar. And then my husband helped me a lot. So you may know him as your professor or associate dean or somebody who's really rough and tough. But I'm just going to let you know that the secret, he's probably one of the most caring person that you will ever meet. He will care for you. It's just that his standards are very high when it comes to education. He takes absolutely no excuses. He never took those from me. He never took those from our 2 daughters. And he's not going to take those from you. But he would read 8 drafts of my research paper, every paper I did, because I did graduated in political science, a lot of writing. And he would read my draft and say, oh my gosh, it's terrible, your English is so bad. And then I would cry, and then he would take and buy an ice cream for me. And then I start writing the second draft and will repeat again, because my English really was very bad. So I would have 8 ice creams, 8 drafts for every week. You know, imagine what I did, gained 30 pounds. But in the end, by the time the semester ended, I got A's in both of those classes. And not only A's, I had highest marks in both of those classes. So the committee sat at Purdue and basically said, what do we do with her now? We can't ask her to take GRE, we can't ask her to take TOEFL, she has already proven. I think they bluffed me and it just went wrong. So I ended up getting admission at Purdue and graduated from there another year later. And I was still a teenager at that time. So my point is this: you never know where life will take you. I was an average girl, and I didn't even have this kind of big dream. You have gone to India's best schools. You have been exposed to tremendous opportunities in India, and you have an opportunity to be here on your own rights. You have everything it takes to really grasp everything, soak up everything, understand the cultural differences, take everything as being positive. You don't have to adopt anything here, but it makes sense for you to at least understand, because you will be dealing with Americans no matter where you are. You will be dealing with Germans, you'll be dealing with Chinese, that's the world we live in. And I know if you have the dream, if you have the passion, you can be anything you want. Life will take you places. Just stay open, enjoy the ride, work very hard, and I'm here while you are at University of Houston. Let me know if there is any problem or anything that I could help you with, because I do care deeply about you. You come from my country. I take a lot of pride in your success. So go ahead and have fun and go Cougs.